Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. It always seems impossible until it's done. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. I am fundamentally an optimist, whether that comes from nature or nurture. I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Freedom cannot be achieved unless women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. Action without vision is only passing time. Vision without action is merely daydreaming, but vision with action can change the world. We must use time wisely and forever. Realize that the time is always ripe to do right. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. Our human compassion binds us to one another, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. In my country, we go to prison first and then become president. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. I stand here before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people. We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer and thus emerge stronger. I was made by the law a criminal, not because of what I had done, but because of what I stood for, because of what I thought, because of my conscience. Poverty is not natural, it is man-made, and it can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings.